Imagine a world where the concept of masculinity isn't bound by tradition, where a man isn't judged by his power, wealth, or ability to dominate. Instead, he's celebrated for his ability to live authentically, vulnerably, and in harmony with existence. This is the world Osho invites us to explore in the Book of Man. Over the next 3 hours, we'll journey through the teachings, stories, and profound insights of this spiritual master. As we unravel what it means to be a man in today's world, we'll delve into the chapters of life Osho outlines: childhood, youth, maturity, and old age. Along the way, we'll uncover the hidden traps of societal conditioning and discover the liberating power of individuality. Let's begin. Sample script section. The foundations of a man. 1. Childhood. The forgotten treasure. Let us step into the first chapter of life: childhood. Osho often spoke of childhood as the purest state of being. A child is free from the constraints of society, untouched by the ambitions and fears that will one day weigh him down. Imagine a young boy running barefoot through a field, his laughter echoing against the blue sky. He doesn't yet know what it means to compete, to conquer, or to prove himself. He lives entirely in the moment, connected to the flow of life. But Osho warns us, society is waiting, ready to impose its mold. Parents, teachers, and institutions, well-meaning though they may be, begin to train the child to fit into a predefined structure. Be a man, they say, and with these 3 words, they begin to strip away his authenticity. Storytelling moment. The Boy and the Butterfly. There was once a boy who loved watching butterflies. One day, he saw a caterpillar struggling to emerge from its cocoon. Out of kindness, he decided to help, gently tearing the cocoon open. The butterfly emerged but could not fly. It was weak, its wings underdeveloped. The boy had unknowingly robbed it of its struggle, a struggle essential for its transformation. Osho uses stories like this to illustrate how societal pressures rob a child of his natural growth. Instead of nurturing curiosity and creativity, the system demands conformity. Reflection point. What would happen if we let children grow without imposing our expectations? Could we raise a generation of men unafraid to be vulnerable, to embrace their softness as well as their strength? 2. Youth. The fire of rebellion. The next stage of life is youth, where the fire of rebellion burns bright. According to Osho, this is the time for a man to question everything: traditions, authorities, and even his own beliefs. It is a dangerous time, but also a beautiful one. Imagine a young man setting out on a journey to find the meaning of life. He leaves his village, his family, and everything he knows behind. Along the way, he meets a wise old man who tells him, "The answers you seek are not in the temples or the books. They are within you, but you must have the courage to look." Osho emphasizes that youth is not about blindly following or rebelling. It's about finding your truth. The young man in the story doesn't stop searching until he learns to listen to his inner voice. Reflection point. How many of us truly listen to ourselves? How often do we let society's expectations drown out our inner truth? 3. Maturity. The dance of balance. Maturity, Osho says, is not about age. It's about awareness. It is the stage where a man learns to balance the energies of life, his desires and responsibilities, his individuality and his relationships. Storytelling moment. The farmer and the seasons. There was a farmer who tried to control the weather. He prayed for sunshine when he wanted to plant seeds, and rain when he wanted his crops to grow. But his fields remained barren. One day, an old sage told him, "Life is like the seasons. You cannot control them, but you can learn to dance with them." Osho teaches that maturity is about accepting life's seasons, the highs and lows, the joys and sorrows, and finding peace within them. Reflection point. Are we trying to control life, or are we learning to flow with it? 4. Old age. The return to innocence. In the final stage of life, Osho envisions a man returning to the innocence of childhood, but this time, it is an innocence born of wisdom. He is no longer concerned with achievements or possessions. Instead, he is at peace, ready to merge back into existence. Storytelling moment. The wise monk. There was a monk who spent his life searching for enlightenment. In his old age, he finally realized that enlightenment was not a destination, but a way of being. He began to laugh, and from that day forward, he lived like a child, free, joyous, and unburdened. Osho reminds us that old age is not the end. It is the beginning of a new journey, one that takes us back to our true nature. Reflection point. What legacy will we leave behind? Will it be one of love, freedom, and authenticity? As we conclude this journey, remember that Osho's teachings are not a prescription, but an invitation. Each man must walk his own path, discover his own truth, and define his own masculinity. The world does not need more followers. It needs individuals, men who are unafraid to be themselves. So, as you step back into your life, ask yourself, who am I? Beneath the layers of conditioning, and how can I live more authentically, more fully, and more freely? The journey of a man is the journey of life itself. Let us walk it with courage, awareness, and love.